أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الذي قال في كتابه العزيز: يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تخونوا الله والرسول وتخونوا أماناتكم وأنتم تعلمون. سورة الأنفال. إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين. نحمده سبحانه وتعالى ونشكره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ به من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. إنه من يهديه الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه الطاهرين. أما بعد، فيا عباد الله، أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله عز وجل، إذ هي منهج الصالحين أولي الألباب. قال تعالى: واتقوني يا أولي الألباب. سورة البقرة. إخوة الإيمان، هذا هو اللقاء الثالث في شهر جمادى الأولى، ونحن إن شاء الله اليوم نتركز حول واجبات المسلمين أو واجبات الإسلامية الاجتماعية. إخوة الإسلام، المسلمون هم شهداء على الناس، يعني قادات، فلا ينبغي أبدا أن يعتزلوا مجتمعاتهم، بل واجب عليهم أن يقوموا بدور التوجيه والإصلاح في المجتمع. قال تعالى: وكذلك جعلناكم أمة وسطا لتكونوا شهداء على الناس ويكون الرسول عليكم شهيدا. سورة البقرة. هم كذلك خير أمة أخرجت للناس وخيريتهم في الأمر بالمعروف والنهي عن المنكر. قال تعالى: كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله ولو آمن أهل الكتاب لكان خيرا لهم منهم المؤمنون وأكثرهم الفاسقون. سورة آل عمران. أهمية المشاركة في المجتمع. حديث النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: مثل القوم أو مثل القائم على حدود الله والواقع فيها كمثل قوم استهموا على السفينة فأصاب بعضهم أعلاها وبعضهم أسفلها، فكان الذين في أسفلها إذا استقوا من الماء مروا على من فوقهم فقالوا لو أنا خرقنا في نصيبنا ولم نؤذي من فوقنا، فإن يتركوهم وما أرادوا هلكوا جميعا، وإن أخذوا على أيديهم نجوا ونجوا جميعا. البخاري. المشاركة قد تؤدي إلى النجاة. هناك ركاب طاهرة من لاجوز إلى بلد من بلاد نيجيريا، وكان السفر لا يستغرق أكثر من ساعة، وأعلن قائد الطاهرة بعد ساعتين أعلن أنه ما استطاع منذ أكثر من ساعة من إهباط الطاهرة، وأرسل أحد الركاب طاقته إلى القائد، فلما رآها أذن له بالدخول عليه في حجرة القيادة، وخلال 5 دقائق استطاع أن يوقف الطاهرة بأمان. الأمر بالمعروف والنهي عن المنكر من أعظم الواجبات الدينية، وقد تقرر من أقوال العلماء أنه بالأمر بالمعروف والنهي عن المنكر تقام الفرائض وتعمل المذاهب وتحل المكاسب وتمنع المظالم وتعمر الأرض وينتصف للمظلوم من الظالم، ولا يزال الناس بخير ما أمروا بالمعروف ونهوا عن المنكر وتعاونوا على البر والتقوى، فإذا لم يفعلوا ذلك نزعت منهم البركات وسلط بعضهم على بعض ولم يكن لهم ناصر في الأرض ولا في السماء. قال تعالى: ولتكن منكم أمة يدعون إلى الخير ويأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر وأولئك هم المفلحون. سورة آل عمران. وثبت عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم في حديث أبي هريرة في البخاري: كيف بكم إذا فسدت نساؤكم وفسق شبابكم ولم تأمروا بالمعروف ولم تنهوا عن المنكر؟ فقيل له: ويكون ذلك يا رسول الله؟ قال: نعم. فقال: بكم كيف بكم إذا لم تأمروا بالمعروف ولم تنهوا عن المنكر؟ فقيل: ويكون ذلك يا رسول الله؟ قال: نعم. قال: كيف بكم إذا أمرتم بالمنكر ونهيتم عن المعروف؟ قيل: ويكون ذلك يا رسول الله؟ قال: نعم. وشر من ذلك: كيف بكم إذا رأيتم المعروف منكر والمنكر معروفا؟ فالعياذ بالله. وللأمر بالمعروف والنهي عن المنكر مراتب. الإخوة في الله، روي أبو سعيد الخدري رضي الله عنه: من رأى منكم منكر فليغيره بيده، فإن لم يستطع فبلسانه، فإن لم يستطع فبقلبه، وذلك أضعف الإيمان. رواه المسلم. فأولى مراتب الأمر بالمعروف والنهي عن المنكر الإنكار باليد مع القدرة، وذلك بإراقة أواني الخمر وكسر الآلات اللهو ومنع من أراد الشر بالناس وظلمهم من تنفيذ مراده، وكإلزام الناس بالصلاة والزكاة سائر الواجبات، ولا يقدر على ذلك إلا السلطان، فتوليات مما لا يتم الواجب إلا به. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us another opportunity to be alive today. We give thanks to Him for making us not just to be alive, but to be alive on the cause of Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our feet firm on the path of Islam. The first and foremost talk every Friday on the pulpit, on the minbar, is to admonish us and remind us of our responsibility towards Allah. And my brothers and sisters in Islam, our greatest responsibility is to fear Allah. Is to fear Allah. In most part of the Quran, Allah will say, "Oh, you will believe, fear Allah." And in one of the verses, Allah says, "Wattaquni ya ulil albab." If you are wise, you have to fear me. So those of us that are very wise, let us fear Allah. In order to be really wise, we have to fear Allah. Why do we need to fear Allah? We have to fear Allah because He's our creator. Why do we need to fear Allah? We have to fear Allah because we are going back to Him. Why do we need to fear Allah? We have to fear Him because we are responsible to Him. Why do we need to fear Allah? Because we are accountable before Him. He is not accountable before anybody. Why do we need to fear Him? Because on the day when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring us to judgment, there are only two ways, not three. Imma ila al-jannah wa imma ila an-nar. It's either you pass, you go to paradise, which is al-jannah, or you fail, you go to hell. No three ways. That is why we need to fear Him. Today, inshallah, we'll be talking about Wajibatul Islamiyya al-Wajibat al-Islamiyya al-Ijtima'iyya, the social Islamic responsibility which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed upon my shoulder and your shoulder. And that is al-amru bil ma'ruf wa nahyu anil munkar. The act of enjoying what is good and forbidding evil. That is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed on our shoulder. That is the message of Islam. That is the message of justice, which Islam is based upon. If we talk about justice, we are talking about enjoying what is good, allowing what is good to prevail, and forbidding what is evil. That is the meaning of Islam. In so many verses of the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of this responsibility, says that we are leaders. Not just because by heritage you are born into Islam, then automatically you become a leader. That is not the meaning. You belong to the family of the Imams or the scholar, then you become a leader. No, that is not the meaning. Because your name is Islamic name, that is not the reason. The reason is because You command what is good. The reason is because you forbid evil. And as a result of that, automatically you become a leader. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلِنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ. This is the reason why we make you a just balanced nation. You are not too much to the right, neither are you too much to the left. The Islamic economy is not capitalism, neither it is communism or socialism. The Islamic economy is Islamic economy. That is just it. The Islamic ibadah is not prayer. You can't say it is prayer. It is ibadah. A way of worshiping Allah. It involves prayer. It involves supplication. It involves service. It involves sacrifice. Everything is there. That is why if you want to describe Islamic salat, it is very impossible for somebody who does not understand Islam to understand you. If you tell somebody, I have to pray 5 times a day, say 5 times? Do you have to pray to God 5 times? Once is okay. Because he doesn't understand what you are talking of. He thought what you are saying is supplication. Because that's the meaning of prayer. Prayer means to supplicate. But salat is salat. Salat has no name except salat. So Islam is Islam. Everything about Islam is the way Allah put it subhanahu wa ta'ala, and is different from every other thing. The Quran is Al-Quran, is not Bible, is not any book of Hinduism or Buddhism. Is Quran. And it is Quran. Nothing beyond that. You can't give it any other name except the name Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to it. So Allah says, we have made you just balanced nation. لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ, so that you be witness upon mankind. وَيَكُونَ الرَّسُولُ عَلَيْكُمْ شَهِيدًا, and the prophet will be a witness upon you. The Muslims will be witnesses over the whole of the creatures of Allah, and after that the prophet will be witness over us. The meaning of that is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will use the Muslims as a scale of judgment for others. Why didn't you worship me? I don't know. But you live the same time with this brother. Yes, he worshipped me, you did not worship me. So that's a scale of judgment. Why did you worship me the way you like? I don't know. Then Allah will call the Sahaba. This is a man like you. He's not a prophet. He worshipped me according to my dictation. Why did you do it your own way? I don't know. Allah will bring the prophet. What did you teach them? Then he will say, this is what I taught them. So Allah is going to use each and every one of us as witnesses over others. And the meaning of that is to be in charge. To teach them the right thing and to forbid them evil. Kuntum khayra ummah. Allah says you are the best community. Not because of your names. Not because of heritage. Not because you are from Africa, you are from Saudi Arabia. Why? Because ta'muruna bil ma'ruf, you enjoy what is good. Wa tanahawna 'anil munkar, and you forbid evil. Wa tu'minuna billah, and you believe in Allah. Today, Muslims are no more enjoying what is good. Today, Muslims are no more forbidding evil. Today, Muslims do not believe in Allah anymore. Look at all the Islamic countries, the so-called Islamic countries, even if we don't have one. But let's take those who call themselves Islamic country. Are they good examples of Amr bil Ma'ruf? Are they good examples of Nahyu Adil Munkar? Are they good example of Iman Billah? Wallahi, they are not. In the olden days, those who are non-Muslims, they prefer the Muslims to come and judge over them. They take their case to the Muslims judge over us. And they will say, but you are not Muslim. They said, yes, because we know your law is the most perfect law. And you are very just. You would never judge unjustly. Judge over us. They prefer to go to the Muslims to judge over them. But today, the Muslims, they run away from Islamic country. Recently, there is a call of a girl, Rafa. Maybe you heard about Rafa bint Muhammad. She ran away from Saudi Arabia and she ran to the West. Now she's in Canada. She has been granted refugee status. Everybody is talking about it. What was she saying? She ran from Islam to another religion. She has a problem. That's a headache anyway. She has a choice, because Islam is not by heritage. Islam is by knowledge. But in what she said, you will see an element of truth in what she said. An element of truth. She said so many bad things about where she was coming from. That she was not allowed this, not allowed that, not allowed that, not allowed that, not allowed that, not allowed that. But some of them were truth. It was not like that before. People used to run from Zulm ila Nur ila al-Haq. They run away from darkness. They run away from injustice to the judgment of Allah. That's the way it used to be. But today, people are running away. Why? Because we refuse to uphold the truth that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed on our shoulder. Masalul Qaim. One of the advantage of Amr bil Ma'ruf, commanding what is good and forbidding evil, is just this example. Two group of people boarded the ship. They were traveling on the sea, and the ship has two deckers, the upper level and the lower level. So it was filled up. The water they are supposed to drink, the food, everything is up. Those down will have to go up to get water, to get food. And then one of them suggested when they were down that we keep on bothering these people at the upper deck. This is water. We can easily create hole in the ship and allow water to come, then we'll drink from it. We don't have to go upstairs to get water. While he was saying that, one of the occupants of the upper decker was there. He heard him say that, and he kept mute. He didn't say anything. That's our attitude today. What do you think will happen if that guy is allowed to create hole at the lower deck, and the guy up said, it's none of my business, that's the lower deck, have to roll up? What will happen to the ship? Every one of them will perish, because they will all drown. Once you create a hole, water will come inside, it will engulf the whole ship from the lower decker to the upper decker. But the guy had him, and he said, wait, why do you want to create a hole? He said, because it is a problem for us to come upstairs all the time when we have water within our reach here. He said, okay, don't worry. You know what is going to happen? We are going to bring you water. Don't come upstairs anymore. We will bring you water, so we will save you the problem. That is the way, that is the job Allah gave to Muslims. It is none of my business, it's not our job. It is our business. It is our business when we heard, when we see, when we look, when we interact and see somebody doing something wrong. You don't have to keep mute. You have to talk. It's not the work of the scholars alone. We all know. It is our job. The only thing is we'll have to learn how to present the job. And like I've always been saying that Allah will never accuse anybody that why did you present it to him that way? Why didn't you say it in Nepal? No. Allah will advise you to do that. But if you don't do that, that is not the issue. The issue is, did you get the message? You can't tell Allah, the reason why I didn't go to the masjid was because there was a day somebody abused me. That is none of the business of Allah. Your business is to worship Allah. If somebody abused you when you were going to work, will you stop going to work? There are many a time you've been abused. You didn't tell anybody. People refuse to report racial discrimination against them, both verbal and physical, because they need their job. They don't want to say it out. So the same thing, if you come to mosque and somebody wink at you, you said, because somebody winked at me, I will not go to the mosque again. That is none of the business of Allah. The business of Allah is for you to worship Him. If the messenger does not know how to present the message, that is no problem. The problem is you must listen to the message, because Allah has chosen the messenger to deliver the message. Although it is always good for us to present our message in a polite manner. Yes, because you get double reward. Because the objective is not to allow Shaitan to take away our brothers or our sisters, to take away a human being like us. The objective is to salvage them from the captivity of Shaitan. My brothers and sisters in Islam, that is the example of the world today. We all keep mute. Everybody keeps silence as if nothing is happening. And we know there are evils in our environment, in our house, in our place of work, in our community, in our country, and the so-called Islamic world, we always keep mute and nobody will say anything. If we participate in the community and enjoin them to do what is good and forbid them what is evil, then definitely the community will move forward. There was an example that happened recently in my country. A pilot was flying the plane from a destination that's supposed to take only 1 hour, and they spent 2 hours in the air. So the passengers were complaining, what happened? Then one of them said and asked the air hostess, what is going on? Said the pilot said he's confused, he couldn't land the plane. And the guy said, okay, could you take me to the pilot? He got there and he said, what happened? The pilot narrated his story. He said, okay, just allow me to do the job. He said, I'm a retired pilot. And he was able to land the plane within 5 minutes. Allahu Akbar. If we speak out among us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us differently. There are people that are better than the imam, than the scholars that can do good jobs. But we don't say anything. Many people are in darkness today. If they come into the Islam, they are better than us. Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu was in darkness. Before he came into Islam, the Muslim could not come out to say adhan publicly. Immediately he accepted Islam, he declared adhan publicly, and nobody could challenge him. There are people like that among us that could do better job than the imams, better job than the scholars, better job than those we know. But when we refuse to bring them into the fold of Islam, when we refuse to take Islam to their doorstep, when we refuse to enjoin them what is good or forbid them evil, who is going to do the job? Al-amru bil ma'ruf wa nahyu anil munkar min a'zamil wajibati diniyah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the greatest job of religion the job of enjoying what is good and what is evil. Either we like it or not, we have to resume that job. If we resume it, many injustices will be condemned and not be allowed to prevail. If we resume to say what is good and forbid what is evil, many acts of justice will be established. If we try to establish that, if we resume to command what is good and forbid evil, many tears of the orphans will be wiped away. Those who are in need of home will get home. Those who are in need of food will get food. Those who are in need of clothing would not walk naked. Many people today on our street, because they never know, or they don't even know, or they know but they know the gravity of what they do, they indulge in sin because we lack the act of amru bil ma'ruf wa nahyu anil munkar. Wal takum minkum ummah yad'una ila al-khair wa ya'muruna bil ma'ruf wa yanhauna anil munkar wa ulaika humul muflihun. Those who call to the path of Allah, those who forbid for the sake of Allah, are those who are successful. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu says, Kaifa bikum idha fasadati nisa'ukum. The hadith of this Abu Hurairah is very insightful. Let us listen to it. How would you be when your wives, your women, are the worst of creatures? The Muslim women nowadays, you cannot point to them as good examples of the wives of the Prophet, as good examples of the daughters of the Prophet, as good examples of the wives of the companion. Wafasaka shababukum. If your children, your youth, are the criminals of the society, go to UK and see our children. I don't want to mention any tribe, so it will not look as if I'm talking about the tribe. But the Muslim, it cut across Asian, African, Arab. Look at our youth. They commit all sorts of crime. They pierce their ears. They barb their hair the way they like. They pierce their nose. Men, they've turned to something evil, just like those people. Where are our youth? They are supposed to be champion of Islam among the youth. Where the fathers can never be, the youth are there. You can't be a student in secondary school because you came to this country when you are above 40. But your children interact with them. Some of them started from kindergarten, play group, and they interact with them. If they really understand Islam, they will teach these people Islam. These youth did not impress their youth because they were influenced by them negatively. And you see our children today, are pop star. They rap all about the streets. They commit crimes. Why are our youth not good example? Musa ibn Umair was just at the age of 17, 18 when he accepted Islam. Musa ibn Umair, he was the first ambassador of Islam from Mecca to Medina. The Prophet ﷺ did not send Abu Bakr. The Prophet ﷺ did not send Talha. The Prophet ﷺ did not send Zubair. The Prophet ﷺ sent Musa at the age of 17 to go to Medina to teach Islam. Among our youth, bring out your child at the age of 17. Let us see the example of Islam in him. We are ashamed today, Muslims, to do that. Can we send any 17-year-old among us to represent Islam anywhere in Europe? Where are they? Is it their fault? Is the fault of the parents? That is the way we teach them. That is the way we train them. That's the way we brought them up. Starting from the time when they go to barbing saloon to barb their hair, we barb rubbish hair for them. That is our problem. Our concern is to give them the best shoe. Our concern is to give them the best wear. Our concern is not to give them the best hereafter. Is that Islam? That is not Amr bil Maruf. Wa nahyun 'anil munkar. Our children should be good examples. Leading these children, telling them the truth. One of the Muslims today, he plays football. I'm not talking of what he does, but I'm talking of him. Whenever he scores a goal, he will make sajda to shukr. Allahu Akbar. He make in Europe here, I don't want to mention him again, he prostrates. Allahu Akbar. And because of that, his club, they sang a song for him in the name of Islam. Because they always see him that this guy is a Muslim. He prays every time. And because of that, they sing for him. Another Muslim, a boxer, very young man, he always say Allahu Akbar. Whenever he fights, he fought a prominent boxer, kickboxing, and he won. He won. And he said this to Allah and the Messenger and Islam and Muslims. Our youth are not good examples. Mention it. Shoplifting, they are there. Stealing, they are there. Killing, they are there. Crime, they are there. Go and look at names, either here or anywhere in Europe, or in America, or Australia, or in Canada. They came from homes. Many of those, their fathers have gone. They left their mothers as divorcee. It is none of the business of the Muslim community to take charge. We are less concerned. As much as I don't have problem with my wife, as much as I don't have problem with my husband, I'm cool. Whatever happens to other Muslims is none of my business. Okay? That is not the Islam. The Prophet ﷺ said, how would you be on that day when your wives are the worst and your children are the most criminal? وَلَمْ تَأْمُرُوا بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, and you refuse to enjoy what is good. وَلَمْ تَنْهَوْا عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ, you refuse to forbid what is evil. فَقِيلَ لَهُ وَيَكُونُ ذَلِكَ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. You see the companions, they asked the Prophet, would that happen? Are you saying that will happen to the Muslims? Allahu Akbar. The Sahaba couldn't comprehend that. The Muslim wife would be worse. Their children would be the worst youth, the most criminal youth. They asked the Prophet, will that happen? Ya Rasulullah. Qala na'am. He said, yes, it's going to happen. Is it not happening now? Tell me if it is not happening. Tell me. Nobody can say it's not happening. We have the record and statistics. Just Google it. Muslim youth committing crime in Europe. See the list. This is what we want to bequeath to our children when we leave. Because we came here for greener pasture. Money. Not to worship Allah. فَكَيْفَ بِكُمْ إِذَا لَمْ تَأْمُرُوا بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. How will it be when you refuse to command what is good? When you refuse to reject evil? Fakila, and they said, would that happen? The Prophet ﷺ, he said, yes. Is that amartum bil munkar? He said, something worse than that is going to happen again. And what is it? He said, antum ta'muruna bil munkar. Allahu Akbar. Instead of you commanding what is good, you command evil. That is what we do now. We command evil. Leave him. Leave him. Is he a must he do that? That's the comment of somebody who is there when somebody is being corrected. That's the response you get. Just leave him. Is he your child? Go and correct your own child. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. He said that's what's going to happen. That's worse than the first one. Wa nahaytum 'anil ma'ruf. You even forbid good things. You will see good and you will forbid it. Go to Muslim marriages. When Muslims are doing nikah, take the video coverage and go to where non-Muslims are doing nikah. Relate the two together, there is no difference. The only difference you see at the beginning, they recite Surah Al-Fatiha, or they ask a boy to come and read Quran. That's the end. Or Imam will come there and bless it. I watched one on the video in Cairo, in Egypt, because one of our children went there to marry. I look at the video. It's worse than doing marriage in Australia to the non-Muslims. The Imam was there with turban. He read everything. But look at the picture of those who are there, the way the wife dresses, everything un-Islamic. What type of Islam is that? Is that what Allah said we should do? To be like others? The Prophet ﷺ said, "La tatabi'una sunnata man qablikum." You will follow the path of those before you. Shibran bi shibrin, you follow them bit by bit. And you follow them wholeheartedly until when they enter the hole of a lizard, you follow them inside you. And the Sahaba asked him, who are those people before? He said, the Jews and the Christians. You follow their path. They are human beings, yes. But we're supposed to tell them, no, this is not right. This is the right thing. Now we do the same. See the way the Muslim girl dress on the day of marriage. Haram. They expose their body and everybody sees them and they dance, they sing, they jump up and we clap. And anybody who says, this is not Islam, they say, oh, what is the problem with you? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. They say you have bad mind. He has bad mind. He's not happy when somebody is happy. Why is it that the day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us happy, that is the day we sin against Allah? The day Allah make you happy, the day you make Allah, if Allah could be, that's the day you sin against Allah. That's the type of Islam we are practicing nowadays. And the Prophet ﷺ continued. He said, the Sahaba asked, would that happen? He said, yes. Then he said, at a time, كيف بكم إذا رأيتم المعروف منكر والمنكر معروفا. There will be a time that everything good will be evil, everything evil will be good. And that is the time we are now. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show us the truth and make us to follow it, and show us the evil and make us to shun it. Let us seek for forgiveness, Allah forgive our sins. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa mawala wal aqibat lil muttaqin wal udwana illa ala dhalimin inna allaha la yuji'u ajra al muhsinin. If we tread the path of truth, the path of Islam, we will surely end up gaining the pleasure of Allah. If we refuse, then the other one is there too. Let us follow the path of truth. We gain nothing from the path of evil or falsehood. No matter how good the path of falsehood is, no matter how powerful it seems, it is nothing but lies. وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقُّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلُ إِنَّ الْبَاطِلَ كَانَ زَهُوقًا. Falsehood can never stay when the truth comes. If we refuse to practice Islam the way we're supposed to practice it, Allah will bring some people that are better than us. No matter how little they are. كَمْ مِنْ فِيَةٍ قَلِيلَةٍ غَلَبَتِ فِيَةً كَثِيرَةً بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. Whatever be their number, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be with them because they stand by Allah. Just of recent, many of us have seen on the WhatsApp a video that is going viral, almost 1 or 2, about the tissue paper, the toilet roll that has the inscription of Allah. And then in addition to that, the Nike also made a production of Air Max, the Nike shoe, and Benefit, maybe particularly the Air Max 270. The newly one that is in vogue now. Underneath you see the name of Allah. So somebody will say, does that mean? Yeah, it means a lot. When you turn the shoe the other way around, it reads Max and the sign of Max. And on this side you have X. But when you turn it this side, you will see it is Allah. Just block the sign, this Max sign, block it and block the X. You see Allah written in Arabic. What does that mean? That you match on Allah when you walk around. So the same thing, they did tissue paper. Why they have Allah on it as the sign? So you use Allah to clean your bum. Those are the meaning. That is the meaning of we neglecting Amru bil Ma'ruf wa Nahyu anil Munkar. Wallah, it is possible that at the production decks that you have a Muslim, that he knows, he sees it, but to him is nothing. Just like some of us say, what does that mean? What does that mean? A brother bought the tissue paper and he was told, look at Allah. He said, does it mean Allah is inside the tissue paper? See the way the Muslims see his brain is upside down now. He's a Muslim, but his head is down, his leg is up. He doesn't see issues the way he's supposed to see it. He bought tissue paper for how much? And he was told, look at Allah. He said, is Allah inside the tissue? And he was using to clean his bone. He doesn't see it. Even if it's Quran, he will use it. Because he doesn't see anything. That is the problem we have in the world today. If any of you come across such thing, please bring it to the notice of the authority. Many people have been saying so many things. Nobody is saying to go and vandalize anybody's shop. Don't go to any shopping center and start fighting. That is not the issue. It's not about fighting. It's about placing your case. So if you see any shop where such is being sold, just call our attention to it and let us take the appropriate step. Many people don't even know. They don't know. You have to enlighten them. Particularly those of us that are Muslims. If we preach Islam the way Allah said we should preach it, such thing will never happen, because somebody will know for sure that this is not right and this is the right thing. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala assist the cause of Islam. Allahumma izz al-Islam wal muslimin wa adhil ash-shirka wal mushrikeen wa dammir a'da'a din wa ansur ibadaka al-muwahhidin wa salli Allahumma ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Aqimus salat.